So starting the test drive in this Trax here, this Turbo 3 pulls pretty well. It's it takes some getting used to, let me put it that way, with this 6-speed auto. I like having the traditional transmission here as opposed to a CVT, so I will say that, but it just, again, it takes some getting used to. It drives differently, but that's also how you're able to get 30 plus miles per gallon with this thing. Now there's actually quite a bit of room here from the driver's seat, which is great, especially because you saw the room I had in the back. It's kind of hard to get that perfect driving position because these seats are manual, but I mean, not bad, I think, for what you get. I won't be able to stop. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Here we go. So I mean, got up to speed relatively nicely. I feel like the turbo lag is just a bit much in this car particularly. I don't know why, but it's just something I noticed. But a huge thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Trax today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Road noise not bad, wind noise not really noticeable right now, which is crazy because of how windy it is outside. I mean, relatively relaxing, again, for this to be a base model of a manual driver's seat, manual climate controls. So again, for the money, I think it's a pretty nice setup. Now for the money, I think you get a solid vehicle. You have a 1.2 liter turbo 3, and say what you will about those, but I mean, less cylinders, less to go wrong. It's not like you have the fuel deactivation like you do in some of these V8 Tahoes or whatever. You get a traditional 6-speed automatic, you have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's just really good basic transportation. I mean, there are some 4-door cars that cost more money than these do. Base models, you know, so I think you get, again, a solid vehicle. It's not as traditional as you would expect, but it's just, especially with this convenience package, you get a lot of those comforts that you'd expect from a 30 grand vehicle. So remote start, heated mirrors, heated seats, aluminum wheels as opposed to having steel wheels. And it's not like you're missing cruise control. There's really nothing else that I would expect from a base model car like this for this money. And I mean, just having the flex fuel capability, having the fuel economy that you get regardless, it's just a really good commuter car, a very good budget vehicle if you want something that feels more like an SUV than, let's say, a Nissan Sentra or something like that. And I really think a looker. Now, if you go up to the higher trim levels, you get even better looking vehicles, but for this to be a base trim, really good looking small SUV here. And in terms of the driving, it drives normally. There's not a huge learning curve. It feels like, I shouldn't say it feels like a Sentra. The Sentras feel a bit quicker with the 2-liter naturally aspirated 4 cylinders in them, as opposed to this this Turbo 3. You're pushing more weight, but more fun to drive, I think, because you don't have a CVT. You have a traditional 6-speed automatic and a turbocharged engine. So regardless, I just think it's more fun to drive. but still a really good budget vehicle overall in the market right now. And I think that's why these sell so well. If you can afford them and your credit's right, you know, you can't go wrong with one of these, especially if you're trying to, again, be on a budget and have a new looking vehicle inside and out. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevy Trax. This one is a 1LS.